guys, so today I did this really out of my comfort zone colorful look. I did a pink, basically full eye wing with added a purple wing and made the lower lash line very gold and warm. It's not showing up too well on camera, so it'll be posted on my Instagram as well, and also hopefully I'll have a better pic in the thumbnail. But this is the look. I used some makeup I haven't used in a while, and I used two palettes by Juvia's Place. And sorry, I have my Invisalign in right now, so this whole video is going to be a voiceover. And so I hope you like it. I know I carved my crease out again for the millionth time, but I've just been loving doing that to create a crisp line. And I thought I'd do something a little bit more editorial and not really too neutral, except obviously I have a nude lip. But don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Also like the video, so I know that you want more videos from me. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. I start by priming my eyes with the AOA Wonder Concealer. I'm putting it on my eyelids, and then I'm going to blend it in with my beauty blender to create a nice opaque base. I'm going to apply my color on. Next I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Saharan palette and take the lightest brown shade and use it as a light transition shade just to make the other shades blend easier. Now I'm going to go into the Masquerade palette. I'm going to take this hot pink shade and I'm going to slowly start working it above my crease. Okay, I'm going to basically create a new crease. It's going to be more of a cut crease look. We are going to carve out the lid later, but I'm going to go in it with a light amount and build it up slowly. I'm using my Morphe R39 brush for this. I'm just putting some color on the tip so that it's very precise in the crease. Next I'm going in with this warm purple color, and I'm going to put it a little lower in the crease, just at the base of where I put that pink shade. Okay, the pink shade is going to basically be the main transition, and I'm just trying to create some depth in the crease. I still want most of the focus to be on the pink, but I'm adding some purple in there to create some shadow. And I'm doing this with my Sigma E25. And then now I'm going to take my Sigma E45, and I'm going to take that really dark purple shade. I'm using the very pointed tip of the brush to place it precisely in the crease to start making that a full cut crease. I'm going back into the Sahara palette and I'm grabbing the black, and with that same E45 brush I'm going to very precisely put that in the crease. I'm now creating a defined crease. And don't worry if you think the black is a bit harsh, because I'm going to go back and blend it out so that it's just a nice shadow. So I'm just going to layer the black, slowly build it up, and then later I'll blend it out. Now I'm going to cut the crease with my AOA concealer. I'm taking the pointed tip of my MAC 242 and using it to carve out the crease. And when I reach the end of my eye, I'm creating a type of wing shape. I'm not going to let it blend into the outer edge. I'm going to make it wing out. This is going to be a more editorial look. And I'm just cleaning up the lid so that the shimmer I put down goes down nicely. I'm going to do this on both eyes. I work very carefully and slowly, a little bit of concealer at a time so you don't mess up. I'm going in with this bright orange in the Sahara palette and just using this to blend out the black in the crease. I'm going to add it in to create a little bit more warmth, and I'm going to blend out the black to make it less harsh. Now I'm going to take this light pink cranberry shade and I'm going to start putting it everywhere I put the concealer. I'm using that color to fully carve the lid out, so I'm placing it all over. Now later on in the tutorial, I do go in with a couple other shades after I have my face done because I find I didn't like how it looked and it was too pink for me. So since it was too pink for me, I took a slightly darker shimmer shade in the same Sahara palette and I put it on the outer half of my lid to create a little bit more dimension. Now I'm taking this light icy blue color and putting it on the inner third of my eye. This is just going to brighten it up and create a little bit of light in the eye. It's also going to brighten that pink color up. Then I'm also taking that light shade from the Masquerade palette and using it on my brow bone. I'm taking that deep dark purple shade and using it to create a wing. Now the wing isn't really a defined wing. It's just to create some purple smokiness and depth on my eye. I'm using my Sigma E15 brush, my flat definer brush, just to create a small wing. Now I'm using my Revlon Color Stay Liner just to line the lash line to ground the whole look. Now it's time for the face. I'm going to prime using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Primer. I'm going to focus it where I get oily on my nose. I'm also going into the matte foundation, but I'm combining it with a luminous liquid to make it less matte. So here I am. I'm taking the CoverGirl Matte Made Foundation and mixing it with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid in the shade Champagne Pop to make it less matte. I'm going to have a review on this shortly, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to pounce it in with my Beauty Blender to get a more full coverage. Using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I'm spot concealing. This is in the shade Biscuit. I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to carve out the edge of my eyeliner. I'm making it a very sharp line. And then I'm going in a small triangle underneath my eye to lift the face. And I'm also going to highlight my chin and my forehead. And I'll blend it all out with my Beauty Blender. I'm taking the two highlight shades in the Tarte Tarteist Contour Palette and I'm setting my under eye with that. I'm taking my CoverGirl Radiant Powder and setting my face using a Real Techniques powder brush. Now it's time to contour. I'm going to take the two contour shades in the Tarteist palette and contour my cheeks. I'm just going underneath the hollows of my cheekbones just to define it a bit. I will go in with my NARS Eater brush to make it a little bit more defined and to contour my nose. But I'm doing underneath my cheekbones, the sides of my face, and underneath my chin. I'm applying my Becca Liquid Illuminator to the sides of my cheekbones, just so it would be a nice base for my highlighter. I want my highlighter to pop and I want it to last all day, so I never put a highlighter on without a cream unless I'm in a hurry. I'm taking my Kylie Loose Highlight in the shade Fiji and I'm applying it to my cheekbones. And in a minute I'm going to take some Fix Plus because I really want it to be reflective. I love it when my highlight is strong enough to blind someone. I'm taking that same highlight on my inner corners, and I'm also going to spray it with Fix Plus in a minute. I'm using the blush in this contour palette as my blush. Now, this wasn't terribly pigmented compared to the other Amazonian clay blushes. I'd forgotten that, but it still kind of complemented the look. Now I'm going to go in with this more copper shade and I'm going to lay it on top of my lid over all the lid colors I did before to lighten it and to make it a little less pink. I'm using my Sigma E45 because it's a very thin brush. It was able to go between my crease and my liner without messing it up too much. And then I go back into the Masquerade palette and take that really light shade we put on my brow bone and I'm putting it on the ball of my eyelid and sweeping it backwards. I'm wetting my Sigma E15, which I used to do the liner, and I'm going to use that same purple shade but wet so that it's more intense. So the wing shows up a little bit more because it was kind of faded into the other eyeshadows. I'm going into the Sahara palette and I'm taking that bright orange shade and I'm using a pencil brush to put it on my lower lash line. So this is going to add some warmth to the look and make it less pink and bring out a little bit of orange. Now I'm mixing the two oranges in the palette and doing the same thing but with a MAC 217 brush. I'm using its pointed tip to blend out my lower lash line. And now I'm using my number 7 black eyeliner to tightline. And I'm also smudging it on the outer corner of my lower lash line to create a nice almond eye. I'm going back in with my definer brush and some black eyeshadow and I'm putting it just on the outer corner just to define it a little bit more. I'm going in with that bright yellow gold in that Sahara palette and I'm putting it on my lower lash line to create a little bit of interest in the look, and it will pop against the pink because they're pretty different colors. I'm going in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I'm not applying a lot. I'm going to go in with multiple coats to amp up my lashes. You don't need falsies if you have pretty good lashes and you use this mascara. It will create a lot of volume and give the illusion of falsies. Though, if you want, you can use falsies. I'm using my MAC Extended Play Lash on my lower lash line as usual. I'm mixing two of my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. This first one is in Amazonian. It's a little bit more orangey than the other one. And then I'm going to go on top with Seductress, which is more pink nude. Together makes a beautiful neutral nude on my skin tone. So this is the finished look. I like how it turned out, even though I had to, fix it a little bit in the middle. But I really like how the eyes turned out. And it's not something I would probably wear out like every day, but it's nice to play with color and, test myself, see what I can do. If you have any challenges for me, like I love doing makeup challenges where I get sent pictures from someone and I have to recreate a look or do a look similar to that that's like more challenging. I love doing that. I love recreating celeb looks. So whatever you want me to do, please let me know and leave a comment down below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.